Sami Zayn's message to Jey Uso, Brock Lesnar vs. Cody Rhodes, how the Usos could appear in Canada for Elimination Chamber. Paul Heyman didn't want to work with Sami Zayn in WWE. Roman Reigns didn't want to be a shadow of The Rock. Baron Corbin horrified by a fan. Sami Zayn lashes out at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' recent performance to get an Emmy. Let's jump right into it. Brock Lesnar vs. Cody Rhodes. The WWE Universe seems heavily invested in the possibility of a Brock Lesnar vs. Cody Rhodes program in the near future. Cody Rhodes is going to take on Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 39. If Rhodes ends up defeating Reigns, there's a chance that fans will get to see a feud between him and Brock Lesnar in the near future. Wrestling Inc.'s latest tweet discussed this possibility and received a wide variety of reactions from the WWE Universe. When it comes to singles competition, Lesnar and Cody Rhodes have never crossed paths. The only time the two top stars were involved in the same match was at the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match earlier this year. Lesnar didn't last long in the Battle Royal, and Rhodes ended up winning the whole thing. Lesnar made his big WWE return in 2012 following an 8-year hiatus. He immediately targeted then top WWE superstar John Cena, and the duo kicked off a feud on Raw. Rhodes was a popular mid-card act back then and wasn't happy over Lesnar's return. And now with the return of Brock, it's completely different than The Rock. But for me, it kind of just made me angry and not in a way like, oh, blast. They get to be on another pay-per-view. More in a way that, I'm out there working. I never take a day off. I never plan on taking a day off. I'm so in love with the wrestling business I couldn't see myself going away. And these guys have that ability to come back, and because they have that presence, they have that following and are just automatically accepted as superstars again. Only time will tell if fans get to see the first time ever encounter between Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. For now, though, Rhodes' only focus is taking the two top titles off Roman Reigns. Do you want to see a Rhodes vs. Lesnar feud on WWE TV? Let us know in the comments section below. How the Usos could appear in Canada for Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns has ordered the Usos to stay home for the upcoming Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. In reality, though, both Jimmy and Jey are reportedly not allowed to enter the country due to their real-life issues outside of the industry. Dutch Mantel has provided a solution on how the Usos could appear in Canada. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's latest edition of Smack Talk, he hilariously claimed that the tag team champions could appear under a mask. But I don't know why one of the Usos could get in, even if they are blocked, because all those immigrants get in somehow. They cross the border or something or slip them over somewhere else. Have him show up under a mask and it's not him, you don't know, said Dutch Mantel. Expect Roman Reigns to mostly be all by himself in Montreal, Canada, for his title defense against Sami Zayn. There are chances of Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa cornering the Tribal Chief for his next big match. At the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, Sami Zayn struck first and hit Roman Reigns with a steel chair in the back. There have been a lot of issues within the bloodline, courtesy of Zayn's actions. Faction member Jey Uso also walked out on his family as he refused to attack the now former honorary Us. However, on the latest episode of SmackDown, Jey finally made his big return to help his brother Jimmy defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They defended their titles against the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. The Usos initially unified the Raw and SmackDown tag titles by beating RK Bro and have pretty much dominated the tag team division for months. Who do you think Jimmy and Jey Uso should face at WrestleMania 39? Sound off in the comments section. Paul Heyman didn't want to work with Sami Zayn and WWE. WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff recently claimed that a current Bloodline member did not want to work with Sami Zayn a few years ago. In early 2019, Sami Zayn was an active competitor on Monday Night Raw. However, the former honorary Us officially moved to SmackDown in the 2019 WWE Draft later that same year. Zayn's move came after Paul Heyman was appointed Executive Director of Raw while Eric Bischoff was appointed Executive Director of SmackDown. Speaking on Keepin' It 100, Bischoff revealed that Heyman told him to take Zayn to his show, stating that Roman Reigns' wise man did not want to work with the former Intercontinental Champion. I met Sami when I was there in 2019. At that point of time, Paul Heyman and I were splitting the roster, right? So, we were doing trades. It was like fantasy football trades, but twice a week trying to build our own roster. And when it came to Sami, Paul Heyman was like, nah, you take him. You'll love working with Sami, because Paul didn't want to work with him. And that's how I got to know Sami. You know, just kind of digging into him a little bit and seeing what he was about. He's a very smart cat. Like, you gotta pay close attention because the best part of Sami's in between the lines. He's gold if you listen to him closely. He's really talented, he said. After spending nearly 9 months as a member of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn turned on Roman Reigns a few weeks ago at the Royal Rumble PLE. On the following episode of SmackDown, the former honorary Us attacked the Tribal Chief and expressed his desire to challenge him for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The two will now go head-to-head at Elimination Chamber in Zayn's hometown of Montreal. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Zayn vowed to dethrone the leader of the Bloodline at Elimination Chamber. However, Eric Bischoff believes the former honorary Usos is not yet ready to win the title. I think he can come out of Elimination Chamber with Roman and continue his descent to that WWE champion status. I think if you put the belt on Zayn now, as strong as Sami is, and as much as the crowd is behind him now, I think it would be a little premature, especially in WWE. They like to build slowly, he said on his 83 Weeks podcast. Roman Reigns didn't want to be a shadow of The Rock. WWE legend Ricky Steamboat recently spoke about training Roman Reigns in FCW and revealed how he never wanted to remain under the shadow of The Rock. Steamboat worked as a trainer and producer for WWE from 2005 to 2014. One of the performers the former Intercontinental Champion saw grow right in front of his eyes was Roman Reigns, who joined the company in 2010. Unlike his self-centered and egotistical on-screen character, Steamboat's comments paint the Tribal Chief as a dedicated and hardworking person in real life. Speaking to senior journalist Bill Apter of Sportskeeda Wrestling, Ricky Steamboat stated that Reigns was one of the nicest and most respectful athletes in FCW at the time. Probably one of the most nicest, most respectful, and polite guys at that school at the time, said Ricky Steamboat. Furthermore, Steamboat recalled how the undisputed WWE Universal Champion was always ready to learn and improve his craft. The wrestling legend added that Reigns never wanted to be in the shadow of his cousin, The Rock. Ricky Steamboat also pointed out how Roman Reigns was a dedicated family man. He was the kind of guy who would open up and try to do anything that would make him better. He didn't want to be a shadow of The Rock, and he had a Hollywood movie star face. And that was a big plus right there for the girls. But very tight family man, with his family, his kids, very tight, added Ricky Steamboat. It's no secret that the Tribal Chief avatar has allowed Roman Reigns to flex his acting muscles like never before. His interactions with all his rivals, especially with Sami Zayn, brought out the most menacing and terrifying side of him. In a recent interview, Reigns' special counsel, Paul Heyman, stated that his client deserves an Emmy Award for his performance. The former ECW executive added that the fact that people didn't yet respect the Tribal Chief was disconcerting. I will honestly state that I'll put Roman Reigns and his portrayal of the Tribal Chief up against anybody right now and how he has approached a reality-based character of the top star of the industry. And the fact that he's not recognized by the people that are there to reward such performances with an award, to me, is disconcerting, said Paul Heyman. The Bloodline leader is set to defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber 2023. Baron Corbin horrified by a fan. Former United States Champion Baron Corbin was sick to his stomach over a recent tweet shared by a WWE fan. Corbin has been a WWE mainstay for several years. He has done quite well as a hated heel on WWE TV over the years. He is winner of the King of the Ring tournament and is also a former United States champion. The modern-day wrestling god was recently in a program with Hall of Famer JBL, but the latter has now left his side. One fan recently shared a now-deleted tweet stating that Corbin should be released, and they won't even have to worry about another company signing him. If there is one person at WWE could cut right now, waive the 90-day non-compete clause, and have zero worry about any company signing him, it would be at Baron Corbin WWE. The only time I was happy to see him was when at Pat McAfee's show made fun of him calling him #BummaSCorbin. That was gold. The tweet left Baron Corbin appalled, and he didn't mince words while expressing his anger over the same. Seriously, some people just make me sick. I will never understand what's wrong with you. Fans of Corbin flocked to the reply section of his latest tweet and extended their support to the WWE superstar. Corbin has spoken up on various occasions about such fans in past interviews. He occasionally claps back at them on Twitter and Instagram. Back in 2020, Corbin responded to fans saying that he had go away heat. He stated that he doesn't want to be cool. I take pride in being a true heel. I take pride in really irritating people in that way so much that they are trying to make up words like go away heat. This is actual irritation that I am causing people, and I am trying to do it as much as possible. I don't want to be cool. I want to walk out and watch people's faces just turn to anger and frustration. I am getting the middle finger from an 8-year-old kid to a 90-year-old grandmother. After JBL left Baron Corbin's side on the latest episode of Raw, it remains to be seen what the future holds for the former Money in the Bank winner. Do you believe Baron Corbin receives too much unnecessary hate from some fans? Let us know in the comments section below. Sami Zayn lashes out at Roman Reigns. #1 challenger Sami Zayn recently shared some harsh words for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. After things fell apart for the Bloodline at the Royal Rumble 2023, the Master Strategist came out on SmackDown the following week and attacked Roman Reigns, challenging him to a match. As Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa mounted a counterattack, the Tribal Chief stopped them and responded to Zayn's challenge. He vowed to finish off the former honorary Uso in front of his home crowd in Canada at the Elimination Chamber. During a conversation with WWE correspondent Megan Morant on SmackDown Lowdown, Sami agreed that Roman Reigns was operating on a whole other level. However, he felt that he could do the unthinkable and take the titles from the leader of the Bloodline. It's to send a message. To send a message that in 8 days from tonight, I have an opportunity to send the biggest message ever. I have a chance to take down the biggest bully, manipulator, abuser, liar, whatever you want to call him. I know I can bring him down, and I'm going to bring him down. I'm going to send a message to him and everybody that Sami Zayn is here. Paul Heyman kicked off this week's show and spoke about his confrontation with Cody Rhodes on Raw last Monday. The wise man spoke about Reigns' upcoming match at Elimination Chamber. The crowd started to chant Sami Zayn's name, to which Heyman told them that Sami wasn't in the arena. Just then, the master strategist appeared behind and gave Paul a message to send to Roman Reigns. He predicted that Reigns' title run would end at the Premium Live event. Sami told the wise man that Roman shouldn't worry about the American Nightmare, as at WrestleMania, it'll be Zayn versus Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn's match in Montreal, Canada, will be the biggest match of his career, as he will collide with the mighty Roman Reigns. Do you think Sami will take the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and throw a wrench in WrestleMania's plans? Let us know in the comments section below. Sami Zayn's message to Jey Uso. Sami Zayn has tweeted a heartfelt message to Jey Uso after their recent segment on WWE SmackDown. On this week's Friday night show, the right-hand man of the bloodline made his return for the first time since the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. He helped his brother Jimmy retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Backstage, Sami approached Jey and acknowledged the current Tag Team Champion. Taking to Twitter, the former honorary U sent a short heartfelt message to Jey Uso after asking him not to go down the same path as Roman Reigns. "We ain't got to dream no more," wrote Zayn. WWE veteran Dutch Mantel recently praised Sami Zayn's segment with Jey Uso on SmackDown. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's latest edition of Smack Talk, Mantel termed the segment a masterpiece. He said, "I like the way they kept looking around and they both were looking around and you expected somebody to come out at any time. The whole thing, it's a masterpiece. They are doing patience because now they have it. Now they can take their time and I like the whole show." Mantel continued and praised the show. "The first hour was good. The second hour is a different story. But the first hour sets up something about Paul Heyman's fingerprints all over it. He delivers. He didn't need fingerprints all over it. But it was written well, delivered better, and you believe that. Because, again, I go back to my statement. They will believe this till you give them something to disbelief, and they haven't given it to us yet." Sami Zayn will challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the upcoming Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. A victory for Zayn in Montreal would mean that it will be him who gets to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39. Would you like to see Zayn dethrone the Tribal Chief? Sound off in the comments section.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me